What up, what up, what up, y'all? It is your boy. We are back with another one. Hey, I appreciate you all for tapping in once again back into the channel. I got us a good one for us today, y'all. So, coming fresh off his TKO win earlier this month to claim the WBA Continental Super Middleweight Championship, we got Stephen Bang Bang Butler with us, y'all. How you doing
What's
today,
up?
man?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I can't
Nice.
complain. Can't complain. First and
Exactly.
foremost, man, I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come chop it up with us today.
Oh no, my pleasure. Thank you for the invitation on your podcast. It's always a pleasure for me to talk.
Absolutely, man. So let's get to it. So you were born in Montreal?
Yeah, born and raised in Montreal, but now my coach in Connecticut, United States. So I go there to make my training camp. But I'm born and raised in Canada, Montreal. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Any siblings, or are you the only child?
Yeah, I got two children, two boys. So I'm parent my older children at 9 years old. The other one like six. So yeah,
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into that family dynamic later on because, I mean, as far as your personal family, I mean,
yeah,
like having your little ones and how important they are, especially when you have those ups and downs, in the
yeah.
sport. So, are you yourself an only child, or do you have any brothers and sisters yourself?
I got two brothers and one sister. I got older brother and a young brother, so I'm the middleman, and I have a little sister too. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's good stuff, man. So, I was reading up a little bit about you before we got started here, and I saw that you got into the sport when you were 14 years old.
No, 12 years old, 11
12?
years old.
Oh no!
Yeah, yeah, 11 years old. And my first fight was at 12. So yeah, I started very young, but I'm an athletic boy. So I play a lot of sport when I was young: basketball, baseball, soccer, and boxing come after. And I decided to put myself on boxing when I have 17 years old. I stopped all the other sport to not get injury for the sport. And yeah, I started boxing very young.
Very nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, it's awesome when I talk to people and they start at such a young age because I mean, if you think about it, not a lot of people at that young of an age are that locked in, mentally to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to focus on this because at that age we have like 15 different things we want to be, whether it's a basketball
Exactly.
player, whether it's a doctor, whether it's a lawyer. A lot of times we don't know what we want to be. So it's always awesome when I talk to somebody and they decide at a young age that's what I'm going to do, and they lock into it and they end up on a world level like yourself. So talk to me a little bit more about that process, right? So when you started to fall in love with boxing, when you realized that boxing was going to be your sport, like what was that like, going to the gym and doing the training and getting ready for an amateur career?
Yeah, but at the beginning, I was a hockey player. I started hockey at 4 years old, so I was very good playing on elite team. And I think a little bit when I look past, it was not my dream. It was most the dream of my dad to me, hockey players and stuff like that. But I really like the hockey, and now my kid play hockey, so it's a very nice sport. But it's tough to go to the NHL compared to boxing. If you have a good team, a good manager, and good promotion, is easy to go on top. But at the end, yeah, I put myself on boxing really 100% at 17 years old because when I said I'm an athletic boy, and when I was young, I was playing a lot of sport, so I was in and out in the gym. I was not there 100% when I was young. I would go there, make a tournament, Golden Glove. I win the Golden Glove, and for 4 5 months, I don't go to the gym, be on the street a little bit and go back and in and out. So yeah, 17 years old, I put myself on boxing 100%.
Good stuff, man. So your amateur career, you didn't have a long amateur career. I'm talking about like hundreds of fights. You see those
Nah.
guys, they have a long amateur career. If you can, just real quick, talk to us about what it was like falling in love with boxing and then going into that amateur career, and a little bit about your amateur career.
I got 61 fights, not a lot for guys start boxing at 12 years old. For 8 years of amateur career, I think if I can go back, I will do more and put myself more on boxing. But at the end, I turned pro at 18 years old, but for a reason because I am the Canadian champion. Singer was I was 18 years old. I just turned 18 years old and I win the championship. And here in Quebec, Canada is difficult to go outside to fight and stuff like that. So it was all from my pocket to pay the tournament outside the country and stuff like that. So it cost a lot of money to my parents and for myself. So I met Camille Stefan, is my manager from Ice of Tiger, and he gave me a good contract to turn pro and take a lot of experience pro at the beginning to be there when I'm at now. So I'm proud. I'm proud, and I accept the fact the was a difficult career, but we not the best is not come yet.
Sounds good, man. That's good stuff right there. So, real quick, you mentioned Eye of the Tiger, and shout out to those guys too for setting everything up.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Talk a little bit about what they have, the role, I guess you can say, that they played in help building your career to what it is now.
Yeah, but for me, as of Tiger is not only a manager or promotion. Is a part of my family. Is a part of my life. It was easy to give up on me when I get some loss, and I got two loss back to back when I fight Johnny Beck, and after that I go to Mexico at the COVID, and we have a bad fight, and we get clipped by a shot we never see, and he stopped me with this punch. So it was easy to just tell me, okay, Steven, man, that's enough, and we can invest in you again. But that's the part of the real man, and a guy just try to make money on you. And so Camille Stefan, my manager, he tell me, let's go, man, don't give up, we're still behind you, and we're gonna create some good opportunity again. So I'm there, and I have the chance to fight for my last fight for WBA Continental fight, and I would have fight very easy and good performance. So I see myself to be on the world champion fight soon, or more faster weekend.
That's good. You know what? In especially in today's world of boxing, man, and it's something that I um do not like at all. And you kind of said it yourself. When sometimes those losses happen, fans as well as promoters, sometimes they tend to write people off or what have you, or maybe look at them a little differently. And my
Yeah,
issue with that is if you ask somebody who their favorite boxer is of all time, a lot of times they're going to name someone that has losses on their record. They're
yeah.
going to name a
Y-
Muhammad Ali, a Sugar Ray Robinson, Julio
Yeah,
Cesar
but a
Chavez.
lot, a lot of boxer now on us generation try to protect his record and to finish with the zero defeat, like Floyd Mayweather on the world and all this legend. But for myself, I never see one ever think, okay, I'm gonna finish my career at with zero defeats. I will try to fight the best, and I fight for world title. I think I have 21 years old. I fight Murata in Japan. It was a great experience, but at the end we fight the champion, Olympic guys and stuff like that. No excuse about that. But I was very young for this type of fight. First big fight, world title fight, and we learn a lot about this fight and this experience, and that's the reason why we don't give up on this us dream, and we're still there to try to make it.
I love it. I love it, man. And experience. That's how you got to this point, right? So
Hmm.
we're gonna go back because I kind of deviated away when we started talking about Eye of the Tiger. But you talked about making your debut. That was 2014.
14, yeah.
Okay, okay, all right, all right. So in 2014, we made our pro debut. TKO win.
Yeah.
TKO win. So if you can talk to me a little bit about like the what you were feeling on fight night, right? You're getting ready to walk out there, pro debut. You may have some family members out there that are coming to see you fight. You put all the work in, and you're here. Fight night, boom.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind at the time?
I remember this fight was a crazy story behind this because I just turned, like, I think I have 18, maybe I got 19. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, the fight was on the casino, like me in Gatineau. So we was there, me, my brothers, and my best friend, and we gambled all the night because I was young. It's not an excuse, but I was young and we gamble all the money we get all night long. So we lose all the money. The casino always wins. So the day for the day of the fight, we have no money to eat.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, it was crazy, man. And I was trying to call my manager or call someone to say, "Hey, I need money to eat or stuff like that." So we wait until my dad's come and I explain the story, and he give me some money to eat. And but I was not a good preparation before the fight, but at the end, my talents talked to me, and yeah, we stopped the guy. I think at the second round. He was a good guy. I remember his name, Jean-François Plourde, Sapa, yeah, Sapa. And yeah, it was a crazy, stupid story behind this, but no, we're proud and we have success on this.
It's one of those things that you can kind of look back now and laugh about it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's because it's being young. If you ask people growing up, did I do some things that now I can sit back and laugh about and kind of say, what was I thinking or what was going through my head at the time? You're gonna get a
mm,
lot of people that's in that same group.
yeah,
Um, but it's good to hear that you ended up getting that TKO win and your
mm-hmm.
career is off to a good start. So now, fast forward, man, we're 40 fights in now. Like I said,
Yeah.
you just knocked somebody out earlier this month. So if you compare what you were feeling that first fight, that first pro fight to now, what would you obviously you're more comfortable now, but I guess the best way to put it is what would you tell the younger version of yourself? If you're looking right now, the man you are now, if you're looking at your younger version in the mirror, what are you telling that young man?
But we can talk about the experience because you need to live the experience.
Mm,
And at the beginning, I was not shy, but I was nervous about the performance, nervous about the fight. But now I consider myself like I'm still 30 years old, but I'm a young veteran.
yeah.
I got 44 fight, and when I go there, I go there to make my job, and I have a good confiance 100% because I know I prepare for the fight, and I know the lessons uh, I make for on my career to not make the same mixtape before the fight. So we there and we prepare and we're ready to get the dub. So for a young man, it's just to wait your time to have the most experience you can have, to be on the good stage and to make a good performance at the time. Because if you go too fast with less experience, because the amateur career, yes, it creates a little bit experience, and you find a different style of opponent, but it's not the same experience that pro and amateur is not. I can compare the 100% same thing. So Yeah, just wait your time and take the most experience you can before you go to the top.
That's, you know what? That advice is something that I've heard repeated
Hmm.
a number of times by a number of fighters. They always say, stay patient, especially if you're young,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, there's nothing to rush. And
Exactly.
rushing too fast, too early can be detrimental to your
Yeah,
career. So
you're gonna hurt yourself. Trust.
exactly, absolutely. Now a little bit ago, you said you have two little ones. Nobody is probably more family oriented than me. I
Yeah.
absolutely love families. I love seeing families together. I absolutely love it. I checked your social media page and I see a family guy.
Yeah.
Um,
My
if you
family
can,
guy.
real quick, talk about how important it is to have that, and that family support system. I guess you can say. So when you go through those ups and downs in boxing and in life too, you
Mhm.
have those kids and you have your loved ones that you can rely on. Talk to me a little bit about how it is having that strong foundation, that support system.
Well, first of all, my wife, we are together for 15 years, for a long time. We was young. I have 16. She have 15. No, she have 15. I have 16. So we have we was a couple in love, and we create two monster. I have my two little boys. That's my life, man. I'm ready to die for my kid tomorrow. If you tell me my kid gonna success in life, now my life is only about my kid. I'm really close to my family and my kid, my dad, my mom, and my brother, sister. But I live for my kid, and I just try to be a good dad. I learned to be a dad because I turned 21 years old when I have my older one, so I was very young, a little bit not mature 100%. So I learn and I try just to be a good dad and to be there. And it's difficult to myself to make the sacrifice, but I make it for my family, for my kid. I go 2 months before the fight. I go to Connecticut alone, not with my family, not with my kid or my wife. I go there by myself to train with John Scotty and make this sacrifice I need to make because when I was in Canada, I have too much love to give, and I was not 100% on boxing. I was a little bit like occupation. Okay, my didn't need something. My didn't need to go to the hockey. I wake up in the morning to bring him to the school. My recovery was not good 100%, so I decided to continue my career, and with John was a perfect coach for me, a good fit. And so I make the sacrifice and all the stuff for my family because we don't talk about that, but I was a little bit on the street when I was young, make some bad decision and stuff like that. And I think if I don't have my kid come early like that, I will not be there at the moment to talk with you. I will be dead or be on the jail for the bad decision I make when I was young, and I was continue to make it if I don't have discipline to have my kid and shit. Okay, I need to focus on me and focus to bring some bread to the table for my kid. And yeah, so
That's good stuff, man. I'm
mhm,
a parent myself, and I truly believe um, that being a parent is the greatest joy that any
100%.
person can have. You know, um, I don't like speaking for other people, but when I make that comment, I tend to get a lot of agreements from people that are parents because until you have a child, you don't know what true love is. Like you know what it's like to take care of yourself and all that stuff. But when a child comes along, you start to see what true love is like, and you start to love something more than you love yourself.
Fact.
Something you're willing to die for, something you're willing to put, your life on the line for. You look at those faces and you see a little version of you, And sometimes that smile is all you need to run through a brick wall or do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure not only the little ones, but make sure wifey is fed also. So that's a great story, man. I love stories like that, man. I love hearing things like that. So we're here now. We're present day. Like we said, we just came off that impressive TKO win that happened earlier this month. What is next? What's next down the pipeline? What we got going on?
I want to go to fight outside of Canada, so we try to move some stuff with some good name and have a good fight. I have a good style to make a good show. I have a good power, and we know we can create the surprise around the world. So we wait. I'm a manager on that, and try to work some stuff. I can talk to you right now, but we have some little bit some negotiation to travel and to have a good fight. Before September. So we never know. We wait and we still in the gym. We train. We just stay in shape, but not. I can't lie to you and say I'm ready to fight tomorrow. No, I just go to the gym, make some good decision, and stay in a good shape to be ready for when I have the call to start my training camp and to be in good shape. So yeah, I believe I'm gonna get a good fight next fight.
Awesome. So we said outside of Canada, and I know you can't give me too much. I know you can't give me
Yeah,
too much, but is it gonna be in America at least? So that way, I
yeah,
would
at least, yeah,
perfect, perfect. That's what I want to hear, man. Hey, one last question, then I'm gonna let you go, man. I know you're
perfect.
a busy man.
Yeah, I train at one, so I got no, I'm no stress, but a little bit some rush. So perfect.
Yeah, yep. Last question that I got for you, man. Once again, thank you
Yeah,
so much for taking the time out to do this. But we got us a good fight this weekend, man. It's Sebastian Fundora versus Keith Thurman. So,
yeah.
any predictions on how you think that fight is going to play out this weekend?
But I think Thurman is a little bit whole now, and you have the tall, good young man. But I don't know if the experience of Thurman is gonna create some difficult to the old to Frontera. But I will go with Fondera. I will go with Fondera for the young age and the hungry stuff, and not because Thurman is old, but I think he's not on his prime again, and that will be create the difference.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure the rest of you all will be watching that fight as I will, as I'm
thank
sure
you,
you will as well, man. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to do this, and hopefully this is the last time you be up there. Hopefully, you'll be able to join us more often for more chats
hundred
on.
percent, 100%. Just send me the invitation, and I will be there. It's always a pleasure to talk with a good fans, a good podcast like you, and is at the same time is good for myself, for the people who don't know me to know me behind your podcast, and it's a pleasure, and we're gonna talk soon as possible.
Sounds good, man. That's the reason for this podcast, so everybody can get their story out. So once again, thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
this. Shout out to Eye of the Tiger for setting everything up for me, for my man Bang Bang Butler.
Yeah,
We'll see y'all next time, y'all. Peace.
I appreciate.
And